This is my rant on the 2014 TMNT movie haters, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fanboys, the Michael Bay haters, and the Megan Fox haters. I am sick of you guys. You guys are just as annoying as the Dragon Ball Z fans and the Dragon Ball protests. I no longer have any respect for the TMNT fans. You're annoying fanboys just like those. Before this, you guys, you come up with any nitpicks that hate this film because it was nothing like your childhood, because this film was nothing like your childhood, even when some of these criticisms were addressed or worked for the purpose of this movie and yeah, like I said, I originally wasn't going to do this video. I originally wasn't going to do a video bashing people who had something negative to say about the 2014 TMNT movie. But after seeing all the biased, unfair, negative criticism of this movie, yeah, I'm going to do this video. Like I said, I was going to do this video a couple of years ago, but I decided not to after I learned that Michael Bay had made the Turtles aliens. Of course, I still wasn't going to join the protests because the TMNT protest was made up of the same people from the Dragon Ball Z protest whom I can't stand. So, but I still was going to watch the movie, but I wasn't going to talk trash to anyone who had a problem with the film like I did with the Dragon Ball Evolution protesters. So, let's get on with this TMNT. Let's get on with the TMNT movie. Get on with the TMNT movie. Like I said, I initially sided with the TMNT fans after I heard that Michael Bay made the Turtles aliens, but after some changes were made, I slowly grew on the project. I slowly grew on the project and finally saw the film, and the film was awesome, way better than I expected, exceeded my expectations. Pretty much every problem I had going into the film was corrected in this movie, and everything in this movie that was changed worked for this universe. But you fans didn't have that. First of all, let's start off with the source material. First off, of course, they changed the source material. They changed the source material because, first of all, number one, why do you people who actually thinks that Michael Bay and the people who are working on this film actually read the TMNT comics, which are underground? I didn't even know there were Teenage Mutant Turtles comics until 2005. I didn't even know there were TMNT comics until 2005, and didn't start reading them until 2009. So yeah. So yeah, you annoying haters are talking about the TMNT talking about saying how it doesn't follow the comics and stuff, and saying how the first one was spot on with the comics. That's because the first movie started off underground just like the comics. The cartoons and movies are mainstream, not the comics. The comics are underground. I didn't even know the comics were still running today. So not only did I know there were comics, I didn't even know they were still running today. Yeah. Then, of course, the next problem I have, well, when it comes to adaptations. When it comes to reboots, I prefer the reboots to be exactly the same as the original films, just closer to the source materials. But they never do that, because people don't want that. Only I want that. People don't want to see the same things. If you do that, they're going to say, oh, it's just a rip-off of that. So they always go into a different direction and do their own thing. And this time, this is one of the many times it worked. It was actually better. The Turtles' origin here, this is the most realistic version of the Turtles, most realistic and logical origin of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The other origins work for their respective universes, but this right here is the best one, with the Turtles being April O'Neil's pets. Next, sick of you Megan Fox haters. Yeah, I initially hated Megan Fox. No. See, my criticisms of Megan Fox are way different from your criticisms of Megan Fox. I criticized Megan Fox in the Transformers movie franchise because in that movie she wasn't relevant. She wasn't relevant or important to the plot. She was just there for eye candy. and her character Michaela is not a character in the Transformers franchise. Sam Witwicky, Shia LaBeouf's character is, aka Spike Witwicky, he is, but not Megan Fox, not Michaela. And I didn't care about her backstory, and I didn't care about the love relationship, I didn't care about anything with those characters. So that's the difference. No, here in TMNT, you guys are still whining about Megan Fox, despite the fact that she is relevant here. She is relevant here. She is important to the plot here. She's even closer to the Turtles than the other versions here. And she and like I said, and so yeah, she's actually playing a character in the TMNT franchise, April O'Neil, a main character, unlike in the Transformers franchise. So yeah. And then you want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is April O'Neil's, Megan Fox's boss. That's what her role is in the film. Saying it was good till Whoopi Goldberg was here. Then you want to talk about Vernon. Okay, I thought Vernon was a good comedy relief and rival to April O'Neil in the cartoon. But I never cared about Vernon. Who cares about Vernon? Who really does? And I actually thought Vernon was good in this film, but who really does? Who cares about Vernon? Next is what was next? Yeah. Oh yes, the Turtles being ugly. They are fearsome mutant look ninja turtles. They're not gonna look pretty. They're not gonna win beauty contests. They're not gonna win beauty contests and stuff, saying, "Oh, the turtles are over. Oh, turtles are ugly." So, like I said, just coming up with BS to hate the film. Then you criticize the stuff here, but you don't have problems with the '80s cartoon and 2003's cartoon, the changes they made to the source material. Let's start off the '80s cartoon. I'm gonna do a rant on the '80s TMNT haters later, but right now I'm gonna start with the fanboys of the '80s cartoon. This cartoon changed so much from the TMNT franchise, from the TMNT comic books. Yet I don't see this getting the same hatred. Next was the 2003 version. This was closer to the TMNT comics, but this changed stuff too. Like, one of the biggest changes was Shredder being an Ultron, but I don't see the same complaining. Let's go to TMNT. Oh, Turtles Forever. I like Turtles Forever, but now that I got over the whole Turtle multiverse thing and seeing all these turtles come together, this is one of the most overrated TMNT movies ever. It has plot holes with like Beat Off and Rocksteady, it walking around in daylight, Shredder and Krang not being banished to Dimension X, but what was worse than that is the '80s Turtles. Leonardo and Donatello, and from the '80s cartoon, aren't in character. They act just like Mikey, giving each other noogies, which wasn't in the '80s cartoon. The 2000 in the original marriage, the '80s comics Turtles made the 1980 Turtles were made to look like wimps in comparison to the marriage Turtles. Same with the 2003 Turtles. I understand the '80s and 2003 Turtles are sellouts, but they gotta be wimps too in comparison. They show themselves just as capable as the '80s Turtles. Then Shredder, they defeated him in a comical way, when even in the comics, the Turtles, despite Shredder being defeated quickly and replaced by more powerful foes, the Turtles still considered him a threat. So to just do him like that, have the Turtles beat him by just throwing a bunch of garbage at him and knocking off the what's his name? Yeah. But I don't see the same whining and complaining. So then you people, you hate the TMNT movies, but you support other garbage movies like X-Men Days of the Future Past. I never saw X-Men Days of the Future Past, but that doesn't really look all that good. I'm still gonna see it on DVD, and the sequel to this is gonna be even worse. X-Men First Class, which was garbage. Which was garbage. Then of course the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Both of these were garbage. Both of these were garbage. Yet you support these. You support the changes that these. You're fine with the changes that these made. Like Rhino, I'm still mad about that. But in Turtles, in the TMNT, you whine, you whine and complain about everything. You whine and complain about everything. If you saw this film and didn't like it, and just didn't like what it was, more power to you. But if you're coming up with just BS reasons to hate this film, also bashing other people who happen to like this film, saying they're stupid for liking this film, and just treating the '90s version like they're so superior, then I have a beef with you. I have a grudge against you. And like I said, I'm actually sick of fanboys after this. I'm just sick of fanboys in general, not just TMNT fans. I'm sick of Spider-Man fans. I'm sick of X-Men fans. I'm sick of Dragon Ball Z fans. But I think I said Batman already. I don't remember. Batman fans, anime fans. I am just sick to death of fanboys in general. You guys are annoying. You guys are annoying. All you do is sit here and whine. You never know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about movies, comics, games, etc. And you're just annoying. So yeah. So this was my rant on the the TMNT 2014 haters, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans, the Bay haters, and the Megan Fox haters. I'm gonna do the '80s cartoons in 2000. I'm gonna do a rant on the '80s cartoon haters and the 2003 fans some other time next when I do the rants again. But yeah, like I said, and I'm sick of fanboys and people online in general. Unless you're like a friend in real life, I'm just sick to death of guys. I'm sick of your nitpicking. I'm sick of your whining and complaining. I'm sick of your idiocy. And yeah, I'm just getting tired of you guys. And I believe I actually take your opinions on anything seriously. When none of your opinions on anything should be taken seriously. But for 5 years, I've actually took your opinions seriously. Well, this was my before I start, this film had everything. It had the Turtles' personalities were left intact, despite being superhuman. They still had martial arts. Shredder was still a threat to the Turtles. This had everything a TMNT movie should have. It's probably the best TMNT movie ever. But fans, they want to be biased to the '90s version and not give it a chance. But at least it still made its money. And if I was a producer, yeah, this is what I said. This is what Dragon Ball Evolution should have did years ago. Yeah, target new viewers and make it accessible to those new viewers. And you see, this movie did that and was still successful despite the negative reception. So yeah, the problem I'm mad about is that since this film was so badly received by fans, most fans probably won't go see the sequel. And if the sequel is good, since they won't do that, it'll probably make less money and probably won't get the third one, despite the fact they're signed on for 3 films. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, dug out.